Hello everyone. Am I audible, guys? All of you. Uh, Thanks for the confirmation. So, guys, welcome to our generative AI community session. And today I'm with you. My name is Boktiar Hamed Bappi, and I'll be taking couple of session. Okay, going forward. So, how are you, everyone? Everything is good. Please, guys, give me some response. Yeah, I'm also good as well. Thanks for asking. Okay, so before starting with the session, first of all, I will give some introduction of me, like what I am currently doing with the company. Okay, what is my responsibility and what is my expertise, everything I'll be telling you. Then I will start with the session. So guys, so far, how is your session? How is your learning? Everything is good? Okay, fine. So guys, if you don't know, so my name is Boktiar Hamed Bappi, and I'm working as a data scientist at iNeuron, and I have more than 2 years of experience in the field of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, generative AI, and natural language processing. And if you want to connect me anytime, so this is my social media link. I think some of them already have connected with me. So if you have any issue in the field of this generative AI and all with the implementation of the projects, so anytime you can ping me. Okay, I will be happy to help you. Okay, guys, thank you. So let me show you the agenda for today. So today actually I'm going to discuss something called open source large language model. So as of now, I believe you have worked with like OpenAI based large language model, guys. Yes or no? Yes. Now, can anybody tell me what was the difficulties actually you were facing whenever you were using these kinds of open source large language model? Anyone give me any response? Yeah, mostly OpenAI and Azure OpenAI. Yeah, I know that. So what is your difficulty level there? Just can you tell me? Resources. It's not a major issue. Okay. See, the major issue is like the cost. Okay, because I believe you won't be having like a paid account, most of you. And before starting, guys, let me tell you, all the resources has been updated in that dashboard actually. So let me show you the dashboard once. So if you open the dashboard, I believe guys you enroll for the dashboard and it is completely free without any cost. Yeah. See guys, all the video has been updated here, and as well as I believe the resources also has been updated. Even maybe some quizzes and assignment has been also given there. Okay. So you can go through that. Even it is also available in your YouTube live section. Okay. And today, whatever things actually I'm going to do, everything would be shared in your resources section. No need to worry about. Yeah. So what I was telling guys, see, as of now, you have used like OpenAI based large language model, and the major issue was the like cost there. Yes or no? Because I believe you won't be having like paid account, most of you, If you are having also paid account, so at the end of the month you need to pay, okay, for the model you are using from the OpenAI. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now see guys, how to like track your cost, like whenever you are using this kinds of OpenAI based like large language model. Okay, if I'm talking about OpenAI based large language model, so I'm mostly talking about something called GPT. Okay, GPT series. So if you just search OpenAI pricing, okay, if you just search OpenAI pricing on Google, so there is a page actually you will get from the OpenAI site, and here actually they have already mentioned the cost. Okay, they are taking from you. So let's say if you are using GPT-4 series model, okay, so in GPT-4 series you have different version of the model. So let's say you have GPT-4 turbo. Okay, so if you are using this particular model, so this is the model name, as you can see, GPT-4 1106 preview. So this is the model, and this is the cost with the input tokens. Okay, so each of the model will have their input size. Okay, what is the input size? Input size means the number of text actually you are giving as an input to the model. Okay, and that can be calculated by this token. Okay, so let's say if you are giving 1000 tokens, so it will charge you 0.01 dollar. Okay, this is the charge. And if your model is giving, let's say 1000 tokens output, so it will charge around 0.03 dollar. Now just combine them and just calculate the cost. Okay, so this is for the GPT 4 turbo. Now let's come to the GPT model, and you can see whenever you are trying to use the core GPT model, it will take you some more charge from you. Okay, now see, not only GPT 4, you have also GPT 3.5 turbo, then you have assistant API, fine tuning models. Even I think you already used embedding models in your vector database, guys. Yes or no? Have you used this embedding model? Yeah. Okay. See, that's how you can calculate your cost, like how much it will charge you whenever you are going for any kinds of model. Okay, you can go through this pricing page and you can understand this thing. All right. Yeah. See, Ada is there, DaVinci is there. There are lots of model. Okay, they have given just high level overview, but maybe they have some more pages. Actually, I think you can go through and like see the cost there. All right. Now, see why we need to use OpenAI. Why I need to use this open source large language model. Okay, first of all, let me discuss. Then I will start with that like discussion. Okay, like today's discussion on the Llama 2. I will tell you how to use Llama 2 and all. Even I will show you some available open source model you can go through. Okay. Now, see guys, whenever I'm talking about open source model, okay, open source LLM. Okay, open source LLM. So the first thing you can consider, you don't need to pay any cost. Okay, so you don't need any, no need cost. Okay, the second thing you can talk about, it is completely free to use for the research and commercial use cases. Okay, commercial use cases. All right, but whenever I'm talking about OpenAI, okay, OpenAI, so I'm talking about GPT series. Okay, GPT series. So let's say if you want to use OpenAI, so the first thing actually will come, you need to get the API key. Okay, API key. And if you need this API key, you need to pay for. Okay, you need to pay. It's not a free. All right. But one advantage actually will get with this OpenAI. One advantage actually will get from this OpenAI, which is nothing but it is completely API accessible. Okay, API accessible. Okay, so here you don't need to download that particular model to use. So if I visit OpenAI, so let's say this is my OpenAI website. Okay, this is my OpenAI. So here I will just log in with this website, and here I can generate the API keys. I think you already done some of the projects and all, right? So here I can easily get the OpenAI API keys, and what I will do, I will open my local machine. I can also open my Google Colab. I can also open my Jupyter Notebook, and there actually I can start my development. Okay, there is no issue with that. So you don't need any kinds of powerful machine there because everything is running on the API. Yes or no, guys? Tell me. Let's make this session interactive so that I can also understand like you are understanding my concept, guys. Reply me in the chat. Yeah, thank you. So this is the idea of OpenAI. So OpenAI, what they did actually, they created this beautiful website, okay, and they hosted their models to their server, okay, and they created some of the API. And with the help of API, we can send the request to the model and we can get the response. Okay, let's say this is my model. Okay, this is my model. This is my model hosted on OpenAI. Okay, it is hosted on OpenAI. Now here user will give some query. Okay, user will get some query. Okay, with the help of the API key. Okay, with the help of the API key, and this model will give you some response. Okay, this model will give you some response. Okay, and this request and response you are getting, for this you need to pay. You need to pay some money because this is not a free. This model is hosted on the OpenAI website, and they have created the API key. So for this API key, okay, to access the model, you need to pay something. Hi sir, as you know, Llama 2 is a heavy model and its response time also high. Then how can we decrease the time to response the open source model? So Faiz, we'll be discussing this one. Okay, no need to worry about like how we can use this Llama 2 model in our CPU machine. So we have a project, no need to worry about. I will tell you. Okay. So guys, so far this understanding is clear. Like what is the advantage with the OpenAI? Okay, why we usually use OpenAI? Is it clear? If yes, then I will move to the open source part, like why we need to use open source. Okay, and what is the difficulty level with the open source model? Okay, can we set the limit of the usage tokens? How we get idea about the pricing when the test our chatbot? Yes, you can also set the limit of the pricing. It is also possible. Let's say you can set the limit for the $10. So when it will come like close to the $10, so you will get the notification. Okay, that can be also done. All right. Now see, so whenever I'm talking about open source model, okay, open source model, open source LLM. Okay, so the first thing you need to, so the first thing you need to understand, see, whenever I'm talking about open source, it's not hosted. Okay, it's not hosted anywhere. Some of the model might be hosted, you will get API key, but most of the model would be available on the Hugging Face. Okay, Hugging Face or different website. Okay, so it's not hosted anywhere. It's not hosted anywhere. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to download that particular model. Download that model. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to load that model. You need to load that model. Okay, that's how you need to perform all the tasks manually. Okay, so there actually you won't be getting any kinds of OpenAI kinds of API key, so that actually you can hit the API key request and you will get the response. It's not like that. Guys, my video is fine, or there is any lag you can feel? Video is fine, guys. Yeah, I believe it is fine. Okay. All right. All right. Now, see, the main disadvantage of this open source LLM is you need good configuration, configuration system. Okay. So whenever I'm talking about good configuration system, you should have at least Core i5 or let's say 3 processor processor, and you should have at least 8 GB of RAM. Okay, 8 GB of RAM. And if you have GPU, then it would be plus point for you. Okay, because it needs GPU computation. So whenever we'll execute the model, it needs actually GPU computation. But I will tell you also how we can execute the model on the CPU machine. Both can be done. Okay, so and think, see, today actually I'm not going to use this neural lab because I believe in the neural lab we don't have any GPU integration there. So I'll be using Google Colab today. Okay, so whenever I will be implementing the projects, that time I can show you on the neural lab. Yes, we have. See, we know that actually we all have mostly CPU machine. Okay, we know that. Okay, that is why I will tell you one like technique. Using that technique, actually you can execute any kinds of LLM model on your CPU machine as well. It is also possible. Okay, so these are the requirement actually you need whenever you are talking about open source large language model. Okay, because this model you need to manually download. Okay, manually download, manually load, and manually execute. These are the model. Okay, there you won't be getting any kinds of API kinds of thing. Okay, so that is the thing. And some, if I'm talking about some advantage of the open source model, so here actually you don't need any kinds of cost. Okay, without any kinds of cost you can use this model for the research purpose as well as the commercial purpose. So guys, is it clear the difference between our OpenAI model and our open source large language model? Yes or no? See, if you have 4 GB of RAM, then I think you can practice on Neural app. It's completely fine. But today, actually, I will show everything on the Google Colab. Okay. So you don't need to worry about the system configuration. All right. Guys, is it clear the difference between OpenAI model and guys, just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Am I audible? Please let me know in the chat. Am I audible, guys? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So now let's introduce our some open source large language model. So here, if you see, there are like very popular and powerful open source LLM there. Okay. So see, there are very there are lots of actually open source large language model available. Okay, over the internet you will find, but there are some most popular open source LLM I will introduce today. So the first thing is like I personally like this one called Meta Llama 2. Okay, so this is the model for from the Facebook. So Facebook has trained this model and they named it as Llama 2. Okay, so there is another model called Google PAM 2. Okay, so this is another model called Google PAM 2. So this model actually trained by the Google. Anyone used like Google Bard before? Google Bard like Chat GPT. Anyone used? Maybe you used also Google Bard like Chat GPT. Yes or no? Okay. Do you know like which model is running in the backend of this Google Bard, the free version you are using? Okay, so this is the model actually they are using called Palm 2. Okay, so in future we'll also see like how we can use Google Palm 2 model. Okay, and there is another model called Falcon. Okay, Falcon has lots of variant like Falcon like 7B. Okay, then 13B, so it has lots of variant. Not only this one, so there is a GitHub actually you will get, just search for Open LLM. Okay, Open LLMs. So this is the GitHub, and here you will see all the open source model are available over the internet, and it is already integrated here. See this guy actually. So this is the guy. So he has actually created this repository and he has actually added all the open source LLM here. So we have, let's say, T5, and this is the release date, and this is the model checkpoint. Okay, and this is the paper and blog. If you want to read this about this model and all, so you can open this paper and blog, you can read it. Okay, then you have UL2. So this is one of the LLM model. Then you have this Carebrace GPT. So this is another LLM model. Then you have Pathia, Dolly, then D-Lite, then Bloom is also there, Stable LM Alpha. Okay, then MPT 7B is also there. Then you have Falcon. Okay, see, I already told you Falcon is also there. See, Llama 2 is also there. Okay, see, lots of open source model are available here. Okay, all the open source model. So this is the like GitHub you can go through. Let's say if you want to learn any kinds of open source LLM, so you can go through this GitHub and you can read about. See, for object detection actually we have like lots of model. Okay, already. Even see nowadays actually people are also integrating computer vision with these kinds of large language models. So both can be support. Yes, I can share the link as well in the chat. So this is the link. You can go through. All right. Okay. So this is the actually GitHub actually you can go through to learn about open source LLM. So all the models are listed here. All right. Now see, today actually I'm going to discuss something called Llama 2. Okay, Meta Llama 2. So this is the model from the Facebook. So they have trained this model. So the first thing actually in this session actually I'll be discussing the Llama 2. So first of all I will introduce Llama 2, what is Llama 2 and all about. Then I will show you like how we can execute the Llama 2, okay, without like LangChain, because there is a library actually they have created called Llama CPPP. Okay, so using that library actually I will first of all execute the Llama 2 model. Then I will show you like how we can execute the Llama 2 model with the help of LangChain. Because in future, whenever you will be doing the development, you will be implementing any kinds of projects, you need to use something called LangChain. Okay, so you also need to understand how we can use LangChain with these kinds of open source LLM as well. Okay, so both I will show you. And at the last, I will show you one project implementation. So mostly I will start the implementation tomorrow. So we are going to implement one chatbot projects. Okay, and this is going to be medical chatbot. Okay, with the help of Llama 2, we'll be implementing end to end. Okay, so this is the complete agenda. Now, if you just search like Llama 2 Meta, okay, Llama 2 Meta on Google. So this is the website you will get from the Meta AI, and this is the Llama 2 actually website, as you can see. So they have already written about Llama 2. So Llama 2 is nothing but it's a next generation open source large language model. Okay, so previously it has actually another version called Llama 1. Okay, so Llama 1 they have actually developed just for the research purpose. Okay, so it was not for the commercial use cases. So only for the internal use cases, actually internal research purpose, they created the Llama 1. Okay, but later on, whenever actually they saw like GPT kinds of model came in the market, so they introduced something called Llama 2 model. Okay, and this is the Llama 2. And they have also told like Llama 2 is available for free and research and commercial use cases both. And one thing actually you need to do to get the model, if you want to get the model, then you need to get the permission from the Meta AI. Okay, this is the requirement. So just click on this download model, this button, and here you just need to fill some of the information like your first name, your last name, then your date of birth, your email address, country, and organization if you are working with. Then you just need to select these are the model. Okay, then just submit the request. So after 30 to 40 minutes, actually they will accept the request and they will give you the access. Okay, so this is the requirement. And if you're not getting the access as of now, okay, there is another alternative. I will show you how we can use this model. Okay, so no need to worry. So what you can do, guys, you can open this website Llama 2 Meta and just apply for the permission here, everyone. Okay, apply for the permission. So let me share you the link as well. So guys, are you doing with me? Can you please confirm? Hello. Okay, I already have the access. Okay, so you already have the access, then no need to worry about. You can directly access the model. And one particular things actually I just need to mention. So whenever you are applying for the request, okay, so it will ask for the email address. So I believe actually you all have something called Hugging Face account, guys. Yes or no? Hugging Face account. Maybe Hugging Face has been discussed previous session. So make sure you try to use the Hugging Face email address, the email address you used for the Hugging Face. Okay, so this email address you need to give here, because this model are available in the Hugging Face website. So whenever you will apply for the access, they will ask for this email address. All right. Now let's discuss about this Llama 2 a little bit more, like what they are telling. So if you just go below a little bit, so this is the Llama 2. So they're telling Llama 2 was trained on 40% more data than Llama 1. I already told you there was another model called Llama 1. And what they did in Llama 2, actually, they trained the model with the 40% more data. Okay, 40% more data than your Llama 1. And it has like double context length. we can download the model into our local drive as well, and can play with, right? Yes, you can do it. I will show you like how we can download the model. All right. Okay. Now see guys, Llama 2 has actually different variant. So it has actually 7 billion parameter variant. So this is the 7B model, and it has also 13 billion model. That means the model has actually 13 billion parameter, and there is another model called 70B. Okay, so this is like 70 billion parameter. So if you want to use these two model, you need like good machine configuration, and I'll tell you like how we can use this 13B model and 7B model as well. So first of all, I will tell you how we can use this 13B model. Okay, what would be the approach to access this model? Okay, I can't directly load the actual model, because actual model you can't ever load in your low configuration machine. Okay, you need some good memory, some good GPU there. But I will show you one alternative there. We'll be using something called quantized version model. Okay, yeah. And now see guys, this is the benchmark. So this is the data set. On this data set, actually they have 10 different large language model. As you can see, MPT 7Me, this is the model, and this is the accuracy score, 26.8%. And they also trained Falcon model, Falcon 7 billion parameter model, and this is the accuracy score, 26.2. And they also trained on Llama 2 7 billion model. Okay, and this is the accuracy score, 45.3%. Now see guys, the accuracy improvement. Okay, isn't it good model guys? What you can feel like? See, Llama 2 is claiming this model is better than your GPT 3.5 turbo. Anyone use GPT 3.5 turbo model before? Maybe you have used. Yes. Yeah. So they're claiming actually this model is better than GPT 3.5 turbo. Okay. So that's how actually they have also given the benchmark here. And see, Llama 2 13 billion, and this is the accuracy. And they again trained on MPT's 13 billion parameter model, and this is the accuracy they got. Okay. Now they also trained with the Falcon 14 billion parameter. This is the model they got. This is the accuracy they got. Okay. 55.4%. Then this is the Llama 1 model. This is the accuracy, and Llama 2 7 billion model. Okay, and see, this is the highest accuracy they got, 68.9%. Okay, that's how they trained on different data set, different open source data set. As you can see, these are the data set, actually data set name. All right, and these are actually partners and supporters for this Llama 2. Okay, like Hugging Face, Nvidia, they're Intel, they are also using. These are the model. All right. Now, guys, did you apply it for the permission? Here, did you apply it for the permission, everyone? If not, no need to worry about. I will show you one alternative. This alternative you can follow. Okay, no need to worry about. Can we use Llama 2 for translation of the codes into Python code, fine tuning custom data? Yes, you can do it. Okay, Llama 2 has different model variant. I will tell you. Even in future, we'll also see how we can fine tune the Llama 2 model as well. It is also possible on your custom data. Even it is already included in our paid courses. I think you know there is also one paid version of this course. So there actually we have already introduced the fine tuning technique as well. All right, so guys, so far everything is clear, everything is fine. You can let me know. If you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will continue with the session. What is the name of the course? Could you please give me the information? Run this model over the Docker key. See, it would be also discussed. Okay, it would be also discussed, Ajmal. Okay, in the paid courses, actually, we'll show the deployment. We'll also integrate Docker. Okay, we'll also integrate CI/CD. So everything would be discussed there. All right. Now, see, if you want to play with this Llama 2 model as your chat GPT, so there is another website actually hosted. Just search for llama2.ai. Okay, so now you will see something called this website, and you will see it's like chat GPT like interface. So let me also give you the link in the chat. Okay, now here just click on the setting. Okay, now click on the setting, and from the setting itself you can like select different version of the Llama 2 model. Okay, I already told you Llama 2 has different version. So it has 13 billion parameter, it has 7 billion parameter, and it has also 70 billion parameter. Okay, now first of all, let's select this model. This is the smallest model I will select because response time would be a little bit fast. Okay, and if you want to use any system prompt, your custom prompt, you can give it. So I'll keep this default prompt, which is nothing but you are a helpful assistant, so it will work as an assistant. Okay, you can also set the temperature. Okay, what is the temperature? Temperature means if you set this temperature to close to 1, that means your model will take the risk and it will give you some random output. Okay, and if it is close to 0, that means this model would be more strict to the authentic output. Okay, it won't be taking any kinds of risk. So these are the parameter actually you can play with. All right, now let's say I have selected this model called Llama 2 7B. Now I can chat with this model. Okay, now I'll just write hello. So see, it is giving me the response. Okay, see, it is giving me the response. Now you can do anything. Now let's say you are having one error. Okay, you are having one error in your code. So let me search for one error. So let's say this is the error I was having in my Flask code. So I'll copy this error and I will give it here. So I am getting this error. Can you please fix it? Let's see what happens. See guys, this is the response. It has given sure I would be happy to fix the error. Can you please provide more context about the error you are getting? What the line of the code is causing the error? So it is also uh, like telling me to send some more information. So what I can do, I can tell I'm getting this is the error in my Flask code. See now, it has given me the response. Okay, it has given me the response like how to fix it. Now you can also select different version of the model from here. You can also play with 13 billion and 70 billion. It's up to you. Guys, are you able to execute this website, this llama2.ai? Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Now, let me show you the GitHub repository of the Llama 2 as well. See, this is the Facebook research and Llama repository they have created. Let me share you the link as well. This is the link, and if you come here, so they have already given like where this model is available, everything they have given. So if you want to access the model, so this model is available on the Hugging Face website. Okay, just you can open the Hugging Face and you can visit the model. See, all the models are available. Okay, different version of the models are available. And what is the chat model and what is this without chat model, I will tell you. Okay, so there are some you can say difference between these are the model, I'll tell you. Okay, now see guys, they have already mentioned here, if you go below here. So Llama 2 actually has two different model. One is like pre-trained model, another is like fine-tuned chat model. Okay. So what is the pre-trained model? First of all, you need to understand. So pre-trained model is nothing but this model are not for fine-tuned for the chat or question answering. Okay. They should be prompted so that the expected answer is the natural continuation of the prompt. So basically, let's say if you want to generate the text, okay, if you want to generate any kinds of text from the Llama 2 model, then you need to use this pre-trained models, okay, from the Llama 2 series. And there is another model called fine-tuned chat model. What is fine-tuned chat model? Fine-tuned chat model is nothing but the fine-tuned models were trained for the dialogue application to get the expected features from the performance from them. A specific formatting defined chat completion. So here it is telling if you want to do, let's say, question answering system or chat operation, so you can use this fine-tuned chat model. Okay, now if I visit Hugging Face again here, now I think this should be very much clear. Like whenever they are defining like chat model, okay, whenever they are defining chat model, that means this is the model for the question answer, or let's say chat I mean chat model. Okay, and whenever you won't be seeing any kinds of chat model, that means this is for the text generation model. Is it clear why different model you can see in the Hugging Face? Let me know, guys. Yes, one for chat, another one for like text generation. Great. Okay. Now let me close this other tab. Hmm. Now, first of all, let's play with this model called Llama 2 13 billion parameter model. This model, first of all, I will tell you like how we can execute this model. And if you have very low configuration PC, so what you can do in this case, okay? First of all, I will tell you this one. Then I will show you how we can execute this 7 billion parameter model with the help of the LangChain as well. Both I will show you. So for this, first of all, let's try on Neural Lab. Okay. So if Neural Lab is not working, then I will go to the Google Colab. So first of all, I will be using the quantized model and let's see whether it is working or not. So everyone, you can open your Neural Lab. So let me open. So I'll log in with the website. So here I can take, I think, Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook, I think I can take. So everyone can open this Neural Lab with you also. Let me zoom this screen. Now my screen is visible, guys. This text is visible. You can confirm me in the chat. All right. So let me first of all test whether I have GPU here or not. Maybe there is no GPU. Here, how can we check the configuration? See here, no need to check the configuration because this is like a remote server, it is running. Okay, this command is not found, maybe no GPU. Okay, then I will use quantized model. Let's see what happens. And also let me share the code with you. So what I can do, I can open code share and I will share this link in the chat. So whatever code I will be writing, I will be just pasting here. Okay, you can get from here. All right. Now, first of all, let me show you the model actually I'm going to use. So we'll be using some quantized model. So this is the website of the quantized model, and this quantized model is already available on the Hugging Face. Okay. So there are different organizations. So they actually did the quantization of the model and they published the model here. Okay. See, Llama 2 7B model, Llama 2 13B model, chat model. Okay. Different models are here. Now, do you know what is quantization, guys? Anyone here? What is the quantization? What quantize mean? You can let me know in the chat. If you're not familiar with quantization, then I will give some idea how this quantization works. Model compression technique. Yes, you are right. Okay. Now see what happens actually. So whenever you train your neural network, okay. So whenever you train your neural network. So let me take one just demo neural network here. So let's say this is my network. Okay, so this is my, let's say, network. So this network will have some of the weights. Okay, let's say W1, W2, W3, and so on. Okay, so each of the layer will have the weights. Okay, each of the layer will have the weights. Yes or no, guys? Do you understand this neural network concept? Maybe. Yeah. Now see, what is this weight? Weight is nothing but it's a value. Okay, it's a number only. It's a floating number. So it will have, let's say, 0.36 or let's say 0.46. It might be also 1.2. It might be also 0.88. Any kinds of number. Okay, it would be adjusted during back propagation, BP. All right. Now, one thing I think you already know, whenever I'm talking about data type and data size, okay. So whenever I'm talking about character data type, okay. So I can take 32-bit. I can also take 64-bit. Okay, character. Now, can anybody tell me what is the character, let's say, size in the 32-bit? Anyone know what is the like character size, okay, in the memory for the 32-bit? Anyone? Because whenever you will assign these at the number, it will occupy the memory. Okay, it will occupy the RAM. So what would be the size there? Anyone? Any idea? 4 kilobyte. No, in 32-bit actually it would be 1 byte. 1 byte, okay? And 64-bit also it would be 1 byte. And if I'm talking about short, okay, short, or you can also talk about string, okay, then in a 32-bit it would be 2 byte, and 64-bit also it would be 2 byte. Okay, now if I'm talking about something called integer, so 32-bit it would be 4 byte, and 64-bit it would be 4 byte. Okay, and if I'm talking about long, so long means it's a floating number. Okay, it's a float you can talk about. So float would be 32-bit, it would be 4 byte, and 64-bit it would be 8 byte. And long, there is another data type called long means it's a double. In Python we call it double. Okay, so mostly you will see in the weight initialization they will be assigning the double number, okay, instead of floating number. So it would be in 32-bit it would be 8 byte, okay, 8 bytes, and 64-bit it would be 8 bytes. Okay, now tell me which data type is taking more space in the memory, floating or integer? Tell me. Just reply me guys first in the chat. Which data type is taking more memory in the more space in the memory? Float. Yes, you are correct. Float is taking more memory. So now let's say whenever we are training any kinds of neural network, so by default the weight initialization or weight adjusting is happening with the floating number. Now see, you can also round the floating number. Let's say you are having this kinds of number 1.22, okay, or let's say 2.33. Now if you just round it, let's say 1.22 you can make it as 1, okay, and 2.32 you can make it as 2. Now you're just round the number and it has become int, that means integer. Okay, some data loss would be happened, but again you are somehow trying to adjust it, or let's say round it to the root number. Okay, so we call it a quantization technique. So basically what you are doing, the floating number you are having, okay, in the weight, you are just trying to round it to the actual number. Okay, you are just trying to convert the floating number to integer number. Okay, now tell me, previously it was having that floating number, now it has become the integer number. Now is there would be any like changes in the memory? Yes or no? Okay, now see, memory size would be reduced because of this integer number, because we have done the quantization technique. Okay, so this is the quantization idea. Basically you are just trying to convert your floating number to integer number. All right, yes. And whenever I'm talking about models, model will have, let's say, billion million parameter. Now let's say if you have billion million parameter and you are converting everything to the integer, now just think about how much memory you will save. Let's say your model size is 30 GB. Okay, your model size is 30 GB initially. Okay, now after doing the quantization, this model will have 5 GB. Okay, and we call it as quantized model. And this is the actual model. So some accuracy might be drop in this model, but again this model would be fast and we can easily load this model in the memory, okay, in our low configuration PC. Got it? So let's say this model needs actually 16 GB RAM, but after done the quantization, this model has become 5 GB. Now I can easily run this model in the 8 GB RAM, or let's say 4 GB RAM. It is also possible. Got the idea, guys? If it is clear, just write clear in the chat so that I can understand you are getting my point. Yes, performance will reduce, but we need somehow the faster inference. Okay, but quantized model is also good. It will give you like good responses. Okay, now there are different types of actually quantization techniques. Okay, so one of them is GZML. Okay, GZML is the quantization technique or quantization library you can talk about. GZML format quantization. There are various kinds of technique, but they have used something called GZML. Okay, GZML quantization. So today actually I'll be using one GZML format model, quantized model of that 13 billion parameter model, and I will show you how we can execute the model. All right. Okay. Now let me show you the model actually I'm going to use here. So this is the model, guys, I will be using. So let me give you the link. So this is the link, guys, and Llama 2 13 billion chat. Okay, because I want to do question answering with my model. That's why I'm using chat model. But let's say if you want to generate text, guys, which model you will be using? Tell me. Chat model or without chat model? No, no, no. It is support Llama CPPP. I'll execute and show you, Prashant. Yeah, without chat. Yeah. Now see, guys, this is the chat model and this is the ggml model, and this model has different variant as well. See, some of the model is like 5 GB, some of the model is 6 GB, okay, 7 GB. So different model we have. So from these are the model, actually I'll be using one particular model. So this is your quantization technique you can talk about, quantization library. So the library they used for the quantization, okay. So so ggml is the one of them. And if you see, this is the dot bin, that means it's a binary model. Okay, it's a binary representation. All right. Now see, guys, if you want to use this quantized model, okay, ggml version model, then you need to use one library called llama cppp. Okay, llama cpp. Okay, this is the library. Let me show you. See, that's how you can install this llama cpp library. So these are the command you need to execute. So cmake, so this is the command. So it will install your llama cppp, and as well as llama cppp python you need, and this is the specific numpy version you need, and as well as the hugging face hub also you need. Okay, why you need the hugging face hub? Because this model is available on the hugging face. Okay, and to download this model from the hugging face, I need this hugging face hub. Okay, this is the library. Now let me execute and see whether it is working here or not. Let me also give you the code in the code share. Guys, you can let me know if you are able to see the code in the code share. The code is accessible, guys, yes or no? Please give me some response so that I can get to know. Okay. Maybe installation is done. Okay, fine. So you can also make the installation. All right. Now I will be defining the model actually I'll be using. Okay. So now let's define the model here. So, okay. So see, guys, this is the model I'm going to use. Llama 2 13 billion chat ggml. All right. See, this is the model llama 2 13. So you just copy this name and just give it here. Copy this name and give it here. And you also need to give the base model name, because here you can see there are lots of model, okay, in binary format. Now which particular model you should be using here? So I am using this model. So let me copy the name and search it here. See, I'm using this specific model, and this model size is 9.76 GB actually. Okay, this is the model. So this model I'll be using. So let me execute. Now, first of all, I need to import Hugging Face Hub to download the model. as well as I will also import something called llama cppp library. Okay, now let's download the model. So let me also give you the code. Hmm. Now here if you see, I'm giving the repo ID. So this is my repo ID, model name or path. And this is the base model I want to download. Okay, and I'm using Hugging Face Hub to download the model. Now let me download. So see, it's downloading. It's around 9.76 GB. Here the link, I already shared this code shell link. All the codes are available here. Let me share it again. All the codes are available. Just copy paste in your notebook and execute one by one. So guys, is it running? So far everything is fine without any error. And if you check the original this 13 billion parameter model, it's like huge model. Okay, you can't download this model on this neural lab. So you need a good instance there. So that is why actually we are using this quantized model. Almost done. Let's see. Okay, it's done. Now, if you want to check the model path actually where it has downloaded, you can just see that. See, this is the path actually. It has downloaded the model. Okay. See, we have locally downloaded our model. Now, what I need to do, I need to load my model. Okay. So to load my model, I will be using this llama cppp library. Okay. And see, I'm importing from llama cppp import llama. Now, with the help of that, actually, I will load my model. Okay. See, uh, if you have GPU in your machine, then this would be quick response. Okay, otherwise maybe it will take time. Let's see what happened on neural lab, because in neural lab it doesn't have any GPU. So here is the model path I am giving, and these are the parameter you need to give. Okay, like threshold, number of threshold, like CPU cores you want to use, then number of batches actually you want to use. Okay, then number of GPU layers you have. So by default keep this number, and let's execute and see what happened. Loaded internal vocab. Okay, so it has been loaded, I guess. Let me execute it again. It's loading. So this is the problem with open source LLM, because here it needs actually some good instance, okay, to run the model. Okay, done. There is no error. Okay, fine. Now what I can do, let me give you the code. Hmm. Now let's create one prompt template here. Guys, do you know what is prompt template? Anyone? Maybe you already learned this thing in your OpenAI discussion. Just give me a quick response in the chat. What is a prompt template? What is prompt? Do you know why we use prompt in LLM? Yes? Okay, great. See, here we are writing one prompt here, our custom prompt template. So here I'm just telling as a prompt, write a linear regression code. Okay. And as a system prompt, I'm giving, you are a helpful and respectful and honest assistant. Always answer as a helpfully. Okay. Then user will give you the prompt and you need to provide the answer as an assistant. Okay. So this is the custom prompt template I have created. Now let me execute and give it to my model. Also, I'll paste it here. Hmm. Now finally, I will give this prompt template to my LLM. Okay, see, I'm calling this Llama. That means this Llama CPP library, and here I'm giving my prompt template. Okay, see, this is my prompt template. I have created prompt template, as well as I'm also giving the max token length. Okay, that means maximum response. Okay, maximum tokens actually it will give me as an output, and I'm also setting the temperature. Okay, temperature top P, then a penalty. I think you remember if I open this one, Llama llama2.ai. Now if I go to the settings, now see, these are the parameter you can adjust here. Got it, guys? What is this parameter? See, temperature, max token, top parameter. Okay, see, everything is there. You can change it here. So by default, keep this number and execute. Can you explain the penalty? See, penalty, like, see, it's a parameter. Actually, it helps to generate a, like, you can say actual response. Okay, let's say if you increase and decrease this parameter, so what will happen, actually you will see your model will give some random response. Okay, or let's say the response actually it is not relevant to your prompt you are giving. So this parameter actually adjustable parameter. So this parameter can be changes whenever you are changing the temperature parameter. So here temperature parameter I kept as 0.5. That means I'm telling to my model, sometimes just take a risk. Okay, sometimes don't take a risk. Okay, it just I mean adjusted number I have given. Now let's say if I am increasing the temperature value, let's say close to 1. So what will happen? My model will be taking risk. Okay, let's say if I'm giving any kinds of prompt, and if it doesn't know anything, it will give risk and it will generate some random response as well, which can be correct, which can be wrong as well. Okay, and if you decrease this parameter close to 0, so what will happen? Your model won't be taking any risk. It will only give the authentic response you are expecting from your model. Okay, so these are the parameter can be changed altogether. See, again, it is running on CPU machine. That's why response time little bit high here. And again, we are using 13 billion parameter model. So that's why. If you are taking 7 billion parameter model, so response time would be a little bit less. So let me give you the code as well. So it's still running. Let's wait for some times. If anyone getting response, so you can let me know whether response unable to run in neural lab. Um, See, I think I'm able to run. It's working for me so far. So if you're not able to run in neural labs, what you can do, you can open Google Colab, Imran, okay? And there actually you can execute maybe. The same code you can copy paste there. And make sure you selected GPU there. Mm, it's taking time a lot, guys. So side by side, what I can do, I can also show you the Colab execution because I don't know how much it will take. I already have the notebook ready, so let me just show you. I'll share it with you. So let me connect. Still running on Neural Lab, okay. So here I got the GPU, Tesla T4. This is the free version GPU. And let me install the libraries. Guys, if it is taking time for you in Neural Lab, so you can execute on Google Colab. I think you will get quick response there. Because again, I need to cover that LangChain part, so it will take time. Okay, done. Now let me quickly execute because I already explained these are the code, how it is working. Okay, now let's load the model. Okay. Now if you want to check the GPU layers, so you can check it out. So I have 32 layers in my GPU, and here is my custom prompt template. And now let's execute my LLM and let's wait for the response. Okay, done. Now this is the response I got. Now if you want to see the actual response, so you need to call this one like choice. Then I want to take the first list, and this is the text. Okay, it will give you. Now see, it is telling I would be happy to help with that. However, I want to make sure we have the same understanding on the linear regression. Okay, so basically if you are executing for the first time, so it will give you this response. Okay, now if you want to get the actual response, then again you need to execute the same code. So it's better to use a 7 billion version model because it will give you quick response um, than this 13 billion one. So guys, are you able to execute the code I shared with you, this notebook? Okay, done. Now this is the response and this is my final response. Now see, is it correct code? Can anybody tell me? I told my model to generate linear regression code for me. Now just see the code and tell me. Just give me quick response guys in the chat. Yeah, so for this we need to use some smallest version of the model, okay? Because if you don't have good configuration PC, then this is the only option. Suraj. All right. Now is it correct code? Just give me a quick response. Okay, great. Now see, you can ask any kinds of question, okay, like your chat GPT or what you have done so far, okay. Now see, without any cost, we are able to also use this kinds of large language model, okay. Yeah. Now you don't need to pay for anything if you don't have money, okay, if you don't want to buy OpenAI, so it's completely fine. You have different large language model, open source large language model, you can use them for your development. And tomorrow I will be discussing on particular projects, then it would be clear like how we can implement any kinds of projects with respect to that, okay. Yeah. So this is the implementation of Llama 2 using the Llama CPPP library. Now I'll show you how we can do it with the help of LangChain, because going forward all the application will be developing with the help of LangChain, okay. So first of all, let me stop that instance I have opened. Okay. Now, all right. So can we try this free LLM instead OpenAI and make a practice with the LangChain? Yes, you can do it. I will show you how to use with the LangChain. Okay, I'll show you. Everything would be cleared. So see, the same thing you need to do as of now you have done with the OpenAI. Only you just need to import this large language model, open source large language model. Okay, then you need to use that as LLM. That's it. Okay, yeah. All right. Now this code is working fine, guys. Everyone, are you able to get the response? Just give me a confirmation, then I think I should start with the LangChain one if it is running fine for you. Just give me a quick response. Okay. Now let's see the LangChain one. So let me share you with this code. So here I'm going to use the actual model, okay? Actual model, not the quantized model. And I'll be using 7 billion parameter model. And let's see how we can use it. So this is the code actually you can refer. Yeah, so here actually GPU is required, okay? GPU is required. Now, first of all, let me connect the notebook. All right, now if you want to check the GPU you got or not, so this is the command. So here again I got Tesla T4 GPU. Then I need to install some of the libraries here. Okay, so first thing I need something called transformers. Okay, why I need to install transformers? Because this model is available on the Hugging Face. Okay, if you see here, and I'll be using Hugging Face pipeline here to load the model. That's why, sorry, not this one. I think just let me open this one. Yeah, so I have the model here. So see, this is the model on Hugging Face, and I will be loading this model with the help of Hugging Face pipeline. Okay, so that's why this transformer library is required. Then these are the like dependency you need with the this transformer. Then I'm also installing something called LangChain. Okay, then bits and bytes and accelerate you need to install for this transformer. Now let me install them. Link I think I have already given. Just a minute. Link would be shared. Just a minute. Okay, then I need to logging with my Hugging Face. Okay, to logging with the Hugging Face, this is the command Hugging Face CLI login. Okay, you need to do it. Now let me execute. Now it will ask for the token. Okay, secret token. Yeah, so you can take time. Now how to generate this secret token? Just go to your Hugging Face account. Let me open my Hugging Face account. Hugging Face. Now here just click on the profile and click on the settings. Okay, and here you will get something called access tokens. Now click on the access tokens. Now here I already have some of the tokens, so what I will do, I will remove one of the token from here. So let me delete it. Okay, now I'll generate a new token. So you can also generate a new tokens. So give the name, I'll give llama, and I will give only read access because I only want to read the model. Okay, not I don't want to upload anything, that's why read is fine. Now generate the tokens. Now this is my llama tokens. Now I'll copy it. So you need to generate your own token, guys. Don't use my token. I will remove it after some times. Now here I can give the token and press enter. Now here just give yes and press enter. Done. Login successful. Now first of all I need to import something called Hugging Face pipeline, because I already told you with the help of Hugging Face pipeline I need to load the Llama 2 model. Okay, now let me first of all import it from the LangChain. See, LangChain.llms, I'm importing Hugging Face pipeline. Okay, now if you're using OpenAI model, I think you remember you used to import something like that from LangChain.llms import OpenAI. Yes or no? Can you recall that concept you learned in your OpenAI? So only difference would be like that. Now I also need to import tokenizer. Okay, why I need to import tokenizer? Because yeah, so link, just a minute. So link I will add in this code share. Okay, see, this is the link I have added at the last, so you can copy from here. Now why tokenizer is required, auto tokenizer? So whenever you will be giving the input to your LLM, so it would be a raw text. Okay, but see, auto tokenizer, what it does actually, it will take the raw text and it will clean up. First of all, it will do the pre-processing, some of the pre-processing. Let's say if it is have some kinds of HTML tags and all, it will remove. Then it will convert that like text to numbers. Okay, automatically it will be converted using this auto tokenizer. Okay, auto tokenizer class. So I need to import that. I also need to import something called transformers and torch, and I will also import these warnings. Done. Now, first of all, I need to load the model. Okay, I need to load the model. Now see guys, here one thing you need to remember. So I am using this particular model. Let me show you. So if I open this model on the Hugging Face, so this is the model I'm using. And this model is from Meta Llama. If you see here, I'm not using any quantized model. This is the actual model. And see, I already have the permission here. Okay, I already have the permission. You have been granted access to this model. But for you, this will come like that. Let me show you. So if I open my incognito window and if I go to this link, you will see this window, guys. Can you see that? Can you check from your computer whether you are getting this one or not? Access Llama 2 on Hugging Face. Then you need to submit some form here. You need to sign up. Just give me a quick response. Can you see this window, guys? Okay, so if you're getting this window, so what you need to do, you need to log in. Okay, you need to log in and submit that information. I already told you. So if you visit that one, Meta Llama 2, Meta Llama 2, sorry, it would be Llama 2. Now here you will get this window. Okay, here you need to submit your information. And maybe if you have submitted for the first time, initially I showed you, then it's completely fine. And make sure the email address you are giving, the same email address you are using for the Hugging Face. Okay, now see, I already have the access to this model, to the Meta this organization. That's why I can access these are the model. Now see, after some times, let's say 40 to 50 minutes, you will get one notification, okay, in your email. So it will be looking like that. Let's say your name, this let you know that your request access to this model has been accepted by the repo author. Okay, so once you got this mail, that means you would be able to access this model. Okay, then you will able to see you have the you have been granted to the access to the model. Okay, you will get this notification. Then you will be able to use the official version of the model. And if you're not getting the access as of now, so what you can do, you can activate this line of code and you can comment this line of code. Okay, see, this is another organization. That means another guy, he has cloned this meta model. Okay, that means this model, and he has already published this model from his organization, that means from his repository, and this is completely public. Okay, you can easily download the model, no need any permission. Okay, so this is the alternative way to use the model. Okay, so I already have the permission, so I will use the official model. I will just comment this line. But if you don't have the access, so you can uncomment this line and comment this line. It's up to you. Now let me execute. Now first of all, I need to load my tokenizer. Okay, so tokenizer will use the same name to load the tokenizer. Okay, now let me load the tokenizer. Loaded. Now here I need to create the pipeline, Hugging Face pipeline. So what is the Hugging Face pipeline? See how this Hugging Face pipeline will work. So let's say this is your model. Or let's say this is your pipeline. This is your pipeline object you have created. And this is the input you are giving, input text. Input text. Okay, so it will give you the response. So in pipeline, what will happen? So first of all, it will apply some pre-processing. Apply pre-processing. Pre-processing, okay, with the help of auto tokenizer. auto tokenizer. Okay, then second what it will do, it will uh, convert that number. Okay, so that means text would be converted to numbers, that means vector. Okay, then this vector would be passed to my model. Okay, then prediction would be happen, then fourth it will give you the response. Okay, so this is the pipeline task actually. So this is the auto pipeline they have created, so you don't need to take care, these are the tasks, automatically it would be done. Okay, you just need to create this pipeline objects. Now here I already imported transformers, you remember, and here I'm just calling the pipeline, and here you need to give the name. So here I'm performing text generation. Okay, that's why I'm giving text generation, because if you see the model, it's a text generation model. Okay, although it's a chat model, but it's a text generation model. Let me show you the model card. If you see, it's a text generation model. Okay, this is the key you need to give. So here I have already given the name text generation. Now here I am given the model, so this is the model I have given, and I have also given the tokenizer I downloaded. Now these are the default parameter you need to give. Okay, no need to change anything, the default parameter you need to give. Now let me load my pipeline. Now see, if this model is not available, first of all it will download the model from the Hugging Face. So it's downloading the model. Anyone doing with me, guys? So which one you are using, the official one or this alternative one? Alternative one. Okay, great. So you can wait after applying this, like you can say access permission. You can wait for like 40 to 50 minutes, or let's say 1 hour. You will get the email. Definitely will get the email. Then you can use the official one. Because is the Hugging Face, what happens actually, some of the organization will have their private repository. Okay, and if you want to access the private repository, you need the access from the author. Okay, otherwise you can't use their model and all. Okay, they will be uploading, so that's why we need to apply for the permission. But most of the repository you will see it's public. Okay, you don't need any permission. But this is the Meta organization, that's why maybe they have given you that one. Maybe they want to take your information. Okay, because whenever you are submitting this request form, they are having your name, email address, which organization you are working on, so that they will send you some mail regarding their product. Okay, maybe this is the things they have developed. See, model has been downloaded. Now see guys, this is the magic. Now using Hugging Face pipeline, you can easily create your LLM. See, now as a pipeline, I need to give this pipeline objects. Okay, and this pipeline object is nothing but my entire auto tokenizer and my model. Okay, everything it is there. Now model, you need to give some argument. So what is the argument? Argument means the temperature. Okay, the temperature value. So we always give the temperature value because I want my model like how it will give me the response and all. So as of now, I just set this temperature as 0 because I am telling to my model, don't give any random output, just stick to the response you are giving. Okay. Now see guys, this is the LLM I have developed. Now see, those who have used OpenAI, maybe you just used OpenAI here. Okay. Instead of LLM like that, maybe used like that. So LLM equal to OpenAI. Okay. And here you used model name. Let's say GPT, uh, GPT 3.5 turbo. Yes or no? Please tell me. Got the difference? How to use OpenAI and how to use open source one. Please give me a confirmation in the chat. Guys, I can't see any response, so please respond me. Okay. Now let me remove this line and let me load my LLM. Okay. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to give my prompt. Okay, so first of all I will be giving the prompt like that, okay, in just one shot. So here I'm giving one prompt. So what would be the good name for a company that makes colorful socks? Okay, so this is the prompt I have given to my LLM. Now let's see what is the response it will generate. See, 7me model is also very good model. I personally use this model a lot, so you will see it will give you like very good answer. And it's not a quantized model, okay, we are using the actual model. See, this is the response. Okay, now it has given me some company name, a good name for the company that makes colorful socks. Could be something playful and crashy. Now see, this is the company, Socktastic, and then Toys on Fire, Color Fista, then Soulmates, Streepay Socks, Hue and Cry, Socktopia, and Souls Session. Okay, so these are the company you can use. Let's say if you are establishing any company, so you can use this name. This is a unique name actually. Now let's give another prompt. So here I have given another prompt. Here I am telling I want to open a restaurant for Indian food. Suggest me some fancy name for this. Okay, now let's see what is the name it will give me. Okay, see, it has given me so many names. So Tandoori Nights, Spice Route, Mumbai Street Food, then Rajasthani Royal, then Tikka Tandoor, Naan Shop, Biryani Bazaar, Masala Mention, and Dosa Den. It's taking more time to give the response. Yeah, definitely it will give some time because we are using the actual model, not a quantized model. Okay. Now, isn't it good response, guys? What you feel like? Tell me, isn't it good response? Okay. Now you can also create your prompt templates. Okay, now here I have given the prompt directly. Now you can also create your own prompt templates. Okay, it is also possible. So to create the prompt templates, you need to import the prompt template from LangChain. And LangChain, I think it is already discussed, like what is prompt templates, what is prompt. Okay, everything actually we have already seen in the LangChain. So that is what actually I'm using. We are not playing right, so we have to compromise. Yeah. Now let's import this prompt template and this LLM chain. Okay, why I need LLM chain? Because if you want to add your custom prompt templates, you need this LLM chain. Okay, with the help of LLM chain, you will combine your LLM and your prompt template together. Okay, then you can execute. Now see, the first prompt template I have developed. This is the first prompt template, and this is the prompt template, and input variable is cuisines. Okay, now instead of giving the template, okay, in a one chance, I will give the name, I will give the cuisine name, and it will automatically take the prompt template from here. Okay, now see how it will work. If I execute it, now see, if I do format operation and give the cuisine is equal to Indian, now see, this is the prompt it will give me. Okay, I want to open a restaurant for the Indian food. See, automatically it has taken the input. Okay, now this is another prompt I have developed. Provide me a concise summary for the book name. Okay, now book name user will give that. Okay, instead of giving the whole template, user will only give the book name, and it will take the entire prompt. Now see, this is the entire prompt it will make like that. Okay, provide me a concise summary of the book of Alchemist. See, user is giving Alchemist, and Alchemist will come here. Now I will execute my final chain. Now see, I'm calling my LLM chain, and here LLM is equal to give, I'm giving my LLM, which I already created here. This is my LLM, I think you remember. And as well as I'm also giving my prompt template. See, prompt is equal to my prompt template. So let's take the first prompt template first of all. So I'll take this prompt template. Okay. And verbose is equal to true. That means if you want to see the output as well, like what is happening, so you can give it as true, otherwise you can keep it as false. Now let's give that prompt here. So this is prompt template one, means I want for the food purpose. Okay, that means cuisine. So let me give the cuisine name. So I'll give Indian. Now let's execute. Fancy number restaurant, thank you for advance help, best regard. Okay, let me again. Now see, first of all, it will like make the prompt. Now see, it will give you the response. Now see the response you got. Now let's say I want to use the prompt template too. So I'll copy the name, and here I will give it. And this is for the summarized book. Okay, now here you can give any kinds of book. Let's give Harry Potter. Okay, done. Now here is the Harry Potter. You can see this is the summary. Okay, like what is the Harry Potter book and all about. So it will give you the entire summary. Okay, so that's how actually you can use this open source large language model. Okay, now you can try with different variants. So if you can visit here, let me visit. Maybe this is the page. See, you have still lots of model you can explore. Okay, uh, side by side. Now I believe guys you are able to understand like how to use open source large language model, yes or no? So tomorrow we are going to implement one particular projects called medical chatbot. Then I will show you how we can execute on the CPU machine as well. So guys, everything is clear. Give me a confirmation because we are done with the session. And one particular things actually you need to download for tomorrow. So let me show you, because we need this thing actually. So this is the model actually I'm going to use tomorrow for the medical chatbot implementation. So this model, just try to download and keep it with you. So I'll be using Llamas 2 7B chat model GZML. Again, I will be using quantized model, and from here, and see, this is the model you need to download. So let me give you the link. So copy link address. So everyone, you need to download this model and keep it with you. Okay. So tomorrow this model is required. I have shared the link, so maybe you can get the link from here and you can download the model, and it's around 3.79 GB. You need to download this model. No, tomorrow is not a last class. Okay, still some of the session would be there. So link is there in the chat, guys. So you need to download this model and keep it with you. Okay, because this download will take time. So just try to download this model and keep it with you. So how's the session, guys? Are you able to understand everything about this open source large language model and all? And I already shared all the code and everything, so you can execute from your site. If yes, then let's I think end the session. I have done with the discussion. Okay, any question you have, you can ask me. Guys, if you have any question, you can ask me. As of now, it's clear. Okay, great. Okay, fine then. I think this is all from my side, and all the resources and everything would be shared in your dashboard, so you can get from there later on. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for joining the session. So let's connect tomorrow, and we'll see the implementation of the medical chatbot. Okay, and we'll see like how to also implement the web application. Like we'll be using Flask there to create a beautiful web application. Okay, so it would be good. So bye bye, guys. Take care, all of you. Okay, and let's connect tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Bye.